Hi, this is Wotm, W0TM, with a video that I hope gets a lot of views. Some of my videos get lots and some don't. This one, I believe, is a very important video. I hope it does get a lot of views, but there's no way for me to make that happen. I had one recently that was 40,000, and the very next one was like 400, so have no idea. This one's titled Mandela Effect, End of the World, question mark, important. Mandela Effect, End of the World, question mark, important. As those of you that are subscribed to me, you know that my videos aren't funny, they're not humorous, they're not, don't make jokes, they're not animated, they're not a lot of things. They're just, typically they're scientific. They are they can be on most anything. I made my living for decades as a independent research analyst or research scientist, was actually what my business card said. And my actual science was electronics. That's what I have my degree in. But I would take on most anything. Anything from astrophysics to nuclear physics to astronomy to chemistry. The only thing I tried to stay away from was anything that had to do with life, because I just didn't like the feeling of playing God. With this Mandela effect, I wish I had not done that, because there's certain things going on that more knowledge of, call it life, would be of help to me. Anyway, let's get right to it. What I have discovered recently by watching many videos and talking to friends, the world of astronomy. I am not a world's expert on astronomy. I'm not a world's expert on anything. People have said that my knowledge is a mile wide and an inch deep. That's about right. I can carry on a conversation on a scientific subject on anything for 5 minutes. After that, on most things except for, like I say, electronics and a few other things, I wind down real quick. But with astronomy, is one of those 1 inch deep subjects. I had astronomy as a hobby for a number of years. In fact, I owned the largest telescope in the central part of the Middle West for a number of years, and really enjoyed the hobby of astronomy. At the time, this goes back in the mid-1990s when I finally kind of got out of it. So it's been several decades. But I could walk out into the night sky if I was in an area where the night sky was truly black, and I could look up and I could see Orion, the Big Dipper, Jupiter, I knew I could name most of what I was looking at in the sky. And I knew by the date, today being what, I think June 23rd, looking out at the night sky, I can look up and say, yep, everything is just where it should be. The moon is half phase, Jupiter's where it's supposed to be, the Big Dipper's where it's supposed to be, the Little Dipper is where it's supposed to be, Orion is there, on and on and on. I could look at the night sky and tell all that. Well, that's been several decades ago. I could still do maybe a little bit of that, but not very much. Plus, I live in a suburb that didn't used to be a suburb, was in a farm country on purpose. Unfortunately, it's become a suburb, and the night sky is no longer the night sky. The night sky now is the moon and a couple dozen stars, and that's it. If I want to go out and see the Milky Way, for instance, and see other things, I've got to drive 10 or 15 miles. Astronomy is no longer a hobby. I got tired of lugging a 150-pound telescope into farmers' fields at 2 a.m. I could do that when I was 35, 40 years old. I can't do that now, so I kind of got out of astronomy, but I've stayed in watching and reading about it. I subscribe to astronomy magazines and so forth. But let me get to what the point of all this is. Looking at about a half a dozen videos, YouTube videos put on by people that claim to be experts on astronomy, are actually employed as astronomers. And I have also read several recent postings on astronomical blogs. All of them are saying things are not right. You look up in the night sky, you don't even need a telescope. If the sky is truly dark, things aren't right. Picture the Milky Way. Hopefully you know the Milky Way is one of a billion, trillion, a large number of galaxies in the universe, and Earth is in the Milky Way galaxy. In the Milky Way galaxy, which by the way is one of the smaller galaxies in the universe, the Earth has been way out on the edge of the Milky Way. Recently, apparently, by looking at star charts and looking at how the night sky should appear, Earth has moved. And this is important. Earth has moved. By redoing the star charts, Earth is now near the center. By this, Earth is now close, I'll just say close to, it's not really close, but it's near the center of the Milky Way. Well, that's important because astronomers, most astronomers say that like the Milky Way, the galaxies in general in the center have something called a black hole. Think of a black hole, a very basic concept would be like a toilet. It's the middle, and everything goes down, and nothing, and hopefully nothing comes up. That's what a black hole is. Well, if these astronomers are correct by reshuffling their star charts to reflect what is the sky now appears to be, we are much, much closer to the center of the Milky Way. Does that mean that we're getting closer and closer to that black hole? When we enter anything that goes in that black hole, every minute of every day for millions, billions of years, as stars, planets, comets, so forth, have gotten closer and closer and closer to that black hole in the middle, it finally hit the middle, and just like flushing a toilet, bam, it's gone. Well, are we getting close to that black hole? Are we, in fact, perhaps already starting to go in the black hole? Is the Mandela effect part of what happens when you either get near a black hole or actually enter a black hole? When something comes out of a black hole, what's on the other end? I don't know. By the way, the video, what I showed on here is a round globe. I'm totally staying out of the flat Earth, round Earth thing. So please, no comments on flat Earth, round Earth. The Earth could be the shape of an ice cream cone for all I know, for all I care. I just put this up as a video, or as a screenshot. So I wanted to put this out by these astronomers, some of them being self-taught and self-described as expert, and several saying, I'm a PhD astronomer and I do this for a living and I work at yada yada observatory high atop, wherever. And they're all saying on blogs and the like, I go out in the night sky and things are not right. I've heard different numbers of like a change of 80,000 light years. That seems to be what pops up more than anything else. I wouldn't even know where to go to look for star charts that would tell us where Earth would be 80,000 light years changed, but the people that have posted videos that say they're experts have pointed out where they believe Earth now is, and it's pretty darn close to the center of the Milky Way. It's certainly, and it's on the other side of the Milky Way, of the center of the Milky Way, from where it was before. As I say, it originally was way out on the edge of the Milky Way, which was a darn good, safe spot to be. Just don't want to be too far out, or you swing out and lose your galaxy. But is this the beginning of the end of planet Earth? Are we nearing our black hole? Is the Mandela effect part of that? I have no idea. And anyone that says they have any idea, they don't. Everyone is guessing, and if you had $1 for every guess that's on YouTube right now, you would have a lot of money. So right now, that's one more thing to throw in the pot, but I believe that's a scientific theory as opposed to just a wild guess taken from, and this is taken from people that say they are accomplished and knowledgeable and trained astronomers, that the planet Earth has physically moved a large by many, many light years. How long that took had, many questions are unanswered. Does this mean that according to the Bible, many things in the Bible match up with what I just said? I will not take the time to get into all that. You can do that yourself. But are we nearing the end? Perhaps. This may be part of it. It's food for thought. I end with that. This is W0TM, Wotm, signing off. Thank you very much for watching, and see you again.